In case you didn't hear, there was a white supremacist group that had an event in Washington, D.C. It got some coverage in the press, specifically LA Times. And here is a video of what they had to say. This is Richard Spencer from the National Policy Institute, which is an ambiguous sounding name, but translates to alt-right, which translates to white supremacist. Take a listen.
No one will honor us for losing gracefully. No one mourns the great crimes committed against us. For us, it is conquer or die. To be white is to be a striver, a crusader, an explorer, and a conqueror. We build, we produce, we go upward. And we recognize the central lie of American race relations. We don't exploit other groups. We don't gain anything from their presence. They need us and not the other way around.
Like, it was a terrible speech. What's interesting about this is we have more videos that we'll get to, but like the way it was reported, are you giving these people, by mentioning them and showing their photos in the LA Times, and showing them as like these Gucci-fied, like fancy-looking white supremacists, are you legitimizing them? Yes, I think yes you are. But the way to delegitimize them is to play clips of them speaking. Because they're total fucking dorks. They're dorky skinheads. Here's another video from dorky skinheads.
They are dorky skinheads.
The mainstream media, or perhaps we should refer to them in the original German, Lügenpresse. It's not just that they are leftist and cucks. It's not just that many are genuinely stupid. Indeed, one wonders if these people are people at all. Or instead soulless Gollum, animated by some dark power to repeat whatever talking point John Oliver stated the night before.
I don't want to say anything disparaging about this guy. And I just met him in this video. But he sits on dildos just to cry. Like that's, and I'm not saying anything about his sexual proclivities. I think it's just something he does because the energy that I see from him on stage, that seems like the kind of person he is. And I love when he says cucks because like, he's just projecting the shit onto people. The fundamental underpinnings of white supremacy are we're awesome and we're cool. But you're also saying that like the other team seems to be doing better than us because we need to band together. If you're that awesome, why do you need to push people down? Just be awesome.
When are white people going to get their day in America? When does Whitey ascend to the top? When is Whitey? When does the glass ceiling for Whitey get cracked? Right. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm getting so tired of all these Mexicans and blacks running things, that it's about time white people got together finally and spoke up. You know, we're a really oppressed minority, especially male whiteys. I feel it every day. And, it's all I can do to not get pulled over.
Let's watch clips number 4 and 5. Just more. There's just more.
America was, until this past generation, a white country designed for ourselves and our posterity. It is our creation. It is our inheritance, and it belongs to us. Hail Trump! Hail our people! Hail victory!
All right, let's.
That's funny.
And then they're doing you might have noticed the distant similarities. It's hard to trace the Heil victory, Heil Trump, to something else that happened in history, the Heil I forget what his name was, Hitler? The Heil Hitler. Okay, so this is the statement from Richard Spencer, the director. His defense is there's an ironic exuberance to it all. I think that's one of the things that makes the alt-right fun, is that we're willing to do things that are a bit cheeky. These are his statements. We weren't actually doing the Heil Hitler thing. It was cheeky, it was fun, it was ironic.
Ironic!
That's ironic.
No, ironic would be if Greenpeace had a meeting and then they did that. That would be ironic. It would be ironic if, say, Medea Benjamin and Code Pink did that. That would be ironic. When a bunch of guys worship the guy who did that, do that, that's just surface what it is.
Yeah. Ugh,
There's no irony involved there. I know irony is hard to understand. Satire also, people confuse them. You need to go and study those words a little bit more.
He did the Lügenpresse thing, which I didn't really, it's like a translation to the original German. The alt-right, they call it the alt-right. Now, if I wanted to go, think of me, I'm a crazy hybrid creature of wasps and Jews. That's what I am. I have both the power coursing through my veins. And we have this, it's alter caucus is a term. Alter caucus, which means people are not alternative, but they're old as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Alter caucus. So when I hear alt-right, I don't think like this new alternative. I think it's the old right. It's the alter caucus. It's the kind of white supremacy that's old as shit. There's nothing new to this. And I don't like calling it the alt-right. That's like saying, oh, did you see this alt-right paper we have?
Yeah.
The color of our paper is alt-right now. It's horseshit.
Yeah, I don't call them all.
By the way, I don't know whose camera it was that captured the footage, or who decided, if it was the Atlantic who we got the footage from, decided to blur the faces of the people there.
Why would you blur
proud
the faces
white
of people
man?
there?
Aren't you proud of your stances? Don't you want your face to be seen?
Yeah.
We're standing up to these people who've discriminated against us our entire lives.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Kind of bearing the lead is President-elect Trump's response to it, which it took a little while for him to come out and condemn these people. The statement from him was, quote, President-elect Trump has continued to denounce racism of any kind, and he was elected because he will be a leader for every American. To think otherwise is a complete misrepresentation of the movement that united Americans from all backgrounds. That said, it took you a long time to do that, but when Hamilton said something to your VP, it was like, apologize now.
Yeah.
Say you're sorry now, you
And that's
jerks.
not condemning. That's not rejecting and denouncing the whole thing. That's just saying, we've always been against these things. Are you right now? First off, you weren't. Just in the face of the reality, just say what you're not about instead of directly addressing what we just saw and what you just saw and what everyone's asking about. We're not really like that. Come on, you guys, calm down. And everyone, will they calm down?
The Young Turks isn't just us, it's also you guys. You make this show possible, and we want to thank you for it, and we want to grow together. We want to be too strong. TYTnetwork.com/join. Let's do it.